Is Lionel Messi an arrogant footballer? Well, this question often comes up in debates among fans. Many people have a strong opinion one way or the other. Some see a quiet genius, a humble man who just wants to play the game he loves. Others see a cold, distant figure, someone whose incredible talent has created a sense of superiority. This idea is often contrasted with Cristiano Ronaldo, who is sometimes viewed as more open and engaging. But these simple labels can be misleading. The truth about a person's character is rarely so black and white, especially for a global superstar. To understand this debate, we must first define what people mean by arrogance in football. Often, it is linked to visible displays of pride on the pitch, celebrating a goal with a powerful, self-focused gesture, demanding the ball from teammates. Let's explore the reasons why some people label Messi as arrogant. A significant part of this perception comes from his on-field demeanor during moments of high pressure. He can sometimes be seen walking on the pitch, seemingly disengaged from the play. For critics, this is a sign of disrespect for his teammates and the opposition. They see a player who decides when he wants to participate, as if the game revolves entirely around him. This interpretation suggests a belief that he is so good he does not need to run or defend like everyone else. It is an image of a king waiting for his servants to bring him the ball. Another point often raised is his quietness in public. In a world saturated with social media and constant communication, silence can be unsettling. Players are often expected to be personalities. Messi has always been a very private person. His interviews are rare and often reveal very little about his inner world. This reluctance to play the media game can be mistaken for a lack of interest or a sense of superiority. Then there is the direct comparison with Cristiano Ronaldo, a master of public relations. Ronaldo is comfortable in the spotlight. He actively builds his brand. He speaks openly about his ambitions and shows his emotions freely. Now let's look at the facts that challenge the arrogant label. The most powerful evidence comes from the people who know him best, his teammates and coaches. Time and time again, they describe a different person from the cold figure some perceive. Pep Guardiola, who managed him at Barcelona, famously said, "Don't write about him, don't try to describe him, just watch him." This points to a player whose magic is on the field, not in front of a microphone. Andrés Iniesta and Xavi Hernandez have consistently spoken of his humility and team-first attitude. His actions off the pitch also paint a very different picture. For years, through the Leo Messi Foundation, he has funded hospitals, medical research, and education. He often makes private visits to sick children away from the glare of the media. These are not the actions of a person consumed by ego. On the pitch, he is as great a playmaker as a goal scorer, consistently creating for others. In victory, he often shares the spotlight. In defeat, he rarely blames others and takes responsibility. This quiet leadership, grounded in performance and shared purpose, is the opposite of arrogance. Culture and language play a huge role in how we perceive public figures like Messi. He is a product of Argentinian culture, where family and a private personal life are highly valued. He spent his adult life in Spain, then France, then the United States. His shyness is well documented since childhood. He came alive with a football at his feet. Today, athletes are expected to be brands. Introversion can be misread as arrogance or lack of passion. That background helps explain why he's reserved in public and with the media. Messi speaks some English but prefers Spanish. Nuance, tone, and personality are often lost in translation. A direct answer in Spanish can sound blunt in English. The gap leaves many judging him by reserved body language. Media expectations differ. Quotes and theatrics in some markets, crafted hero narratives in others. Messi's style doesn't fit those templates. He lets his football do the talking. In some cultures, that's respected. In others, it reads as boring or arrogant. Cultural expectations color our judgment of a player from a different part of the world. In the end, the label of arrogant is far too simple to capture a person as complex as Lionel Messi. The truth is not a choice between arrogant Messi and humble Ronaldo. Both are extraordinary athletes with different personalities. Messi's immense self-belief is undeniable. No one achieves this without it. He channels that belief inward, using it as fuel for performance rather than public image. His confidence is expressed through skill, not words. Perceptions of arrogance often misunderstand a quiet personality and ignore culture and lifelong shyness. They focus on rare moments of frustration while overlooking teamwork and sportsmanship. Modern media prizes loud celebrations and bold statements over quiet professionalism. What one fan calls arrogance, another calls genius at work. His legacy is goals, assists, trophies, and the joy he brought to millions. Look beyond highlights and headlines to the deeper story. A private person living a very public life brings challenges and misunderstandings.